Usage of spherical mirror, in which first of all we talk about concave mirror. The usage of concave mirror: a concave mirror focus sunlight at its focus. That point therefore becomes very hot. This principle is utilized to convert solar energy into heat, and the heat generated can be used to cook food or boil water or generate steam, which can be used to generate electricity also. So concave mirror is basically, first of all, the first usage of concave mirror is to focus sunlight. Okay, that become very hot, and their solar energy convert into heat, and we can utilize this solar energy, we can use this heat and to cook food, to boil water and generate steam, and even generate electricity also. Concave mirror are used in torch and car headlights to reflect the light of the bulb to form a powerful beam of light. The astronomical telescope is an instrument used to view stars and planets. It uses a large concave mirror to form an image of the star or the planet. This image is then magnified in the telescope. Saving mirrors are concave with focus length greater than the normal distance at which the mirror is kept from the face. The face is thus within the focus length of the mirror. A virtual magnified image of the face can then be seen in the mirror. A dentist uses a concave mirror to see a magnified image of the teeth. So these are the uses of concave mirror. Let us talk about the usage of convex mirror. Convex mirror are used as rear view mirrors in vehicles. Since a convex mirror forms a smaller image of objects, it can be used to view much larger area than could be possible with a plane mirror. So we can see this mirror present to see rear view. Okay, in every vehicles there is a mirror present to see rear view. The area of convex mirror is large, so it could be possible to make image of all the object in a smaller form. Next topic is lenses. All of you must have seen a magnifying glass. Feel the surface of a magnifying glass with your hand. It is straight or curved. It is thicker in the middle or its edge. So when you see magnifying glass, it is little bit curved. It is little bit curved. Okay, it is little bit curved. Okay, little bit. And again, like mirror, there are two types of lenses: convex lens and concave lens. Please see the figure of concave and convex. Okay, you can see figure 16.18 in your book to understand the structure of convex lens and concave lens. A transparent medium bounded by two surfaces of which at least one is spherical is called lenses. I repeat, a transparent medium bounded by two surface, whether like this way, whether like this way or this way. Okay, here the reflecting surface is this one, outer part of the spherical mirror, and here the reflecting surface is inner part of the mirror, again like this one. So this one is concave lens and this one is convex lens. Okay, so this is all about concave and convex. A transparent medium bounded by two surfaces of which at least one is spherical is known as a lens. There are two types of lenses, converging lens or diverging lens. Again, converging means convex lens and diverging means concave lens. Now let us talk about why an lens is said to be convergent or divergent. So you can see all the incident ray come on the fall on the surface of mirror. Okay, after reflection if all incident ray after reflection all incident ray come at a point, converge at a point, then it's said to be convergent lens, which happen in convex lens. And in concave lens, these all incident ray after reflection, it means that each and every reflected ray are not come at a fixed point, they are diverted in their own different ways, different direction, they are said to be divergent. You can see figure 16.20 to understand more about it. Okay, so the term related to lenses, in which we talk about principal axis, optical center, principal focus, focal length, these all things we will discuss in next lecture. For today, thank you. Please revise this chapter, read this chapter carefully, make notes properly, and remember all these important things whatever I taught you. Thank you.